If you want to witness a world entirely swallowed by ice, you must travel to the extreme north of the Atlantic Ocean. Imagine standing on a frozen rocky shoreline. You look out at the dark, freezing black water. Suddenly, a deafening crack echoes through the air. A massive, towering wall of bright blue ice, the size of a skyscraper, breaks off a glacier and crashes violently into the sea. Welcome to Greenland, the largest island on planet Earth. But this is not a normal island. 80% of this massive landmass is crushed underneath a permanent, suffocating sheet of solid white ice over a mile thick. For the indigenous Inuit people who cling to the rocky edges of this frozen world, survival is an ancient, brutal art. To understand life here, you must abandon modern transportation. In the remote northern settlements, there are no paved concrete roads connecting the colorful wooden houses. When the ocean freezes solid in the dark winter, metal boats become useless. The only reliable engine is flesh and bone. A rugged Inuit hunter, wearing heavy pants made of thick white polar bear fur, steps out into the -40-degree wind. He does not start a car. He harnesses a pack of 12 massive, howling wild Greenland dogs to a heavy wooden sled. He cracks a long leather whip, and the dogs explode across the solid blue sea ice. They run for miles across a frozen ocean, navigating deadly cracks and hidden freezing water. Out here, the diet is dictated entirely by the brutal environment. You cannot grow green vegetables or yellow wheat in solid ice. The Inuit survive on an extreme zero-carbohydrate diet of pure animal protein and heavy fat. A hunter stands silently over a small hole, carved into the sea ice, holding a sharp metal harpoon. He waits for hours in the freezing wind. When a dark seal comes up to breathe, he strikes. But the ultimate survival food of Greenland is called matak. It is thick, raw whale skin and white blubber. They slice it with a traditional curved metal knife called an ulu and eat it completely raw. This thick white fat is packed with massive amounts of natural vitamin C. It is the only thing that stopped the ancient tribes from dying of scurvy in the dark, sunless winter. But humans are not the only apex predators hunting on this ice. To live in Greenland is to share your backyard with a monster, the massive white polar bear. These giant predators are incredibly aggressive and constantly hungry. They weigh over 1,000 pounds and can smell human food from miles away. In remote villages, children do not walk to the small wooden school alone in the dark. Adults carry heavy, loaded metal hunting rifles just to walk to the grocery store. The threat of a massive white bear wandering into the village is a daily, terrifying reality. During the winter, the bright yellow sun disappears completely. The island plunges into months of absolute suffocating darkness, illuminated only by the glowing green northern lights. But when the short summer finally arrives, the Arctic transforms. The midnight sun appears. For months, the sun never sets. It simply circles the bright blue sky. The freezing black ocean comes alive with massive, breaching humpback whales and fast-jumping seals. Today, however, this ancient way of life is cracking. Greenland is melting. Due to severe global climate change, the massive white ice sheet is disappearing at a terrifying rate. The solid sea ice that hunters rely on to drive their dog sleds is turning into dangerous, thin slush. At the same time, the youth are leaving the dark, freezing villages. Holding glowing smartphones, they dream of modern, comfortable lives in the capital city of Nuuk or in distant Denmark. As the blue ice melts and the young generation flies away, the older hunters sit by their warm stoves, wondering if the howling of the sled dogs will eventually fade into silence. But if you look into the dark, resilient eyes of an Inuit hunter, staring out at a massive blue iceberg, you see an unbreakable spirit. They looked at a frozen, barren rock at the end of the world and decided to conquer it. Living in Greenland is a testament to extreme human endurance. It is the smell of raw seal meat and freezing salt water. Nature here is a violent, beautiful dictator. But the people of the ice refuse to bow down.